Women have no valid reason to be offended if a transgender woman would like to share a ladies' public toilet with them. If you have a problem, magtiis ka. This is according to Bataan Representative Geraldine Roman, and we'll explore that on this episode.
It was easy to catch me with your big brown eyes and the way you smile. I guess that you.
Let's talk about the latest mainstream media and social media sensation na itatago na lang natin sa pangalang Gretchen Custodio Diaz, not his real name, I'm sure, na sinawsawan ng isang politiko na itatago nating sa pangalang Geraldine Roman, not his real name either. Now, let's lay the groundwork first. Okay, ganito kasi yan eh. I will be calling, I will be using proper pronouns. Okay? Kasi ganito yan. Ang he, ang she. You cannot force me to use a he on a she and a she on a he. Otherwise, I'd be lying to myself. Okay? And in the same token, I'll be lying to the person. It's pretty much like patronizing the person for calling you the pronoun you prefer. And in this episode, I will be using the proper pronouns he and she. Okay? In their proper usage, in their proper genders. Okay? All right. Ngayon, we've all seen the latest video, yung nag-Facebook live itong si Gretchen Diaz na sa farmers market na supposedly binastos daw siya nung janitress, kinalagkad daw papunta ng security office, tapos mula doon binastos-bastos daw, and then nireport sa police, may baliktaran pa raw ng kwento na nangyari, and then dumating yung police, I'm sorry, the story was pinasasan muna ng security, dumating yung police, pinasasan ulit, dinala sa sa police station. Now, while there, pinag-ayos sila ni Ganal. Yung Ganal is the janitress, ano? Pinag-ayos sila, and okay na lahat supposedly. The following day, Mr. Diaz decided to make a media sensation out, a spectacle out of himself practically, by going to the media and holding press conferences na mapafile daw siya ng kaso against farmers and the janitress. So I guess his word isn't good enough. Okay, fine. So anyway, lumaki ng lumaki at ito na. Pumasok na yung Sogi bill, which we'll get into in a bit. And naging maraming nakisawsaw na ulit, mga politiko, celebrities, etc., etc., etc. Based on that video alone, on that one-sided video. Okay, there are always two sides of the coin. Okay? Ngayon, the other side is yung hindi nakita ng video, according to Senator Soto, okay, na who had this interview with Ted Filon in his morning show, Filon Ngayon, na sinabi niya he obtained a video of a CCTV footage. Pretty much siguro walang ano yun, ano, walang audio yun, ano, na may mga women daw na may pila daw sa loob ng CR eh. Ngayon, may dalawa daw lumabas sa bahay magkasunod, hindi, one after the other, nagreklamo sa janitress na sila Ganal na may lalaki daw na gumagamit ng may CR doon, nagsi-CR doon. Pagpasok nila, hindi daw nila napansin na may nagsi-CR daw doon na lalaki, dahil lahat naman nakabihis babae, until, that someone pointed it out na kung sino yung nagsi-CR na lalaki. Okay. Kaya na humusga kung mukha ng lalaki o hindi, may picture naman dito. It's all over the news and all over online na kung ano yung itsura nung tao, nung mama. So anyway, ngayon ganito. according to Soto, there was, misrepresentation. Okay? There was attempt to deceive, and I think everybody bought it kasi parang kinaawaan kagad at pinaniwalaan kagad si Mr. Diaz, ano, na siya yung victim. Okay, ang nangyari daw, sinabihan daw ng janitress na si Diaz na lumipat na lang daw sa CR ng PWD dahil nakapila yung mga babae, and just so happens na may gumagamit ng PWD, nagalit na to si Diaz, and then the video started. Okay? That's the other side of the story. Now, I have yet to see the video. Sabi ni Soto, ilalabas na raw sa hearing. So, okay, sure, whatever. Labas niya. Now, yun ang problema kasi when you believe the stories immediately. Okay? Hindi, when people jump on the story right away. Now, I may not agree with a lot of the things that Senator Soto says or does, but in this instance, he's spot on siya doon. Especially when he was debating when he was presiding over um, Senator Risa Hontiveros' um, privileged speech, which she said, Gretchen, this bright young girl, you know, only a politician could say that with a straight face without laughing. Okay? I mean, seriously? Bright young girl? Girl? Really? Okay. Anyway, all right. So, ganito yan, ano? So, from that issue, naging media spectacle na nga, and apparently, Mr. Diaz is enjoying the attention. So, lumabas yung debates and privilege speeches about the SOGI bill, okay, the anti-discrimination bill. Okay? Um, Before we get into that, sasagutin ko lang muna yung mga contentions ng ating mga supporters ng 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 tag dito ng ni Diaz na sinasabing if you have a problem, magtiis ka, sabi ni Bataan Representative Geraldine Roman. There are three valid reasons, okay? And we all know this. It's more practical than anything else. Okay. Now, number one, as we've all experienced and seen, ang CR ng babae ay laging may pila. I have never been to the bathroom of a woman, but, makikita mo yan when you go out of the movie house at laging may pila. Okay? It's because of, the way women are, kung paano sila mag-CR. Okay. Ngayon, as a transgender woman, nakapila ka pa ron. So, in other words, you're adding to the queue. Okay? So, that in itself is a problem. Okay? Now, another would be security reasons na we'll get into security reasons in a bit. It's a little awkward kasi ang feeling ng mga babae na merong lalaki sa loob ng CR. Now, here's the thing. I have conducted my own little informal survey, by asking friends and relatives and those who are close to me kung okay sa kanila yon. And overwhelmingly, they said hindi okay. Not because they're ignorant, but because it's awkward. Okay? It's awkward. Ngayon, probably ang sinasabi, just to be fair, probably ang sinasabi ni Representative Roman na, you shouldn't have a problem dahil hindi naman sila interesado sa inyo and whatever you have. Okay? Which is partly true. I mean, 100% sure, But the thing is kasi, hindi mo madi-discount yung feeling ng babae na may lalaki pa rin sa loob ng CR ng babae. Even if they're not interested, it's the feeling of discomfort or or being uncomfortable being with someone who's there. Now, here's the thing. According to Senator Soto, nagpa-gender reassignment na raw si si Representative Roman. Fine. So, it's also impractical dahil paano malalaman sa CR kung sino yung nagpa-gender reassignment na sa hindi? Di ba? Ano yun? May inspector. How is that gonna work? It's not gonna work. It's just ludicrous. Ludicrous to begin with. How do you distinguish someone na operada na sa hindi? Di ba? It creates more problems than solutions. Now, the third is the basic male habits that will never die. Okay? Toilet seat issues. Yan, na laging very, very, dito, masela ng ating mga kababaihan dyan. And I understand, and for good reason din naman. Because of the way we are. Okay? I've also heard some ladies say, the smell of men's discharge is very repugnant to them. I don't have a habit of smelling these things, but that's what they say. And the inherent prejudice against men's hygiene. Of course, men and women, alam natin yan. Aminin na natin yan. Okay? Guilty. Okay? Some of us don't usually wash after using, or yung drips. You know what I mean? Yung drips. Okay. Now, kahit na operada na yan, how do you, ano ba, may ID ka ba na operada ka o hindi? You have to prove it bago ka lang makapag-CR. It's more impractical than anything, di ba? Di ba? I mean, it's just weird. Okay. So, ngayon, this is, now here's the thing. Ollie was, for all of you who know, who's my bosom buddy sa anything under 3 stars in the sun, created this survey, and he posted it online, and we both shared it for people to see, for people to answer. Now, the responses were nice. We had 81, 82 yata na responses sa mga surveys. And I'll share it with you, yung results niya. Okay. Alright. Simple lang naman yung survey. Oh, by the way, Ollie cannot be with us because he's also undergoing gender reassignment surgery. Yes, shocking as it may seem. And when he comes back online with us, he will be a changed man. Okay? I just thought you should know. Yeah, kasi very close sa puso niya to, kaya nga naglagay siya ng survey. Shinare ko lang. Okay. The survey questions are you born male or female? What is your age range? Are you okay with transgender females using female bathrooms? Inversely, transgender males using male bathrooms? True or false? There are only 2 genders. Tapos, ano ba ang, if you have comments and suggestions, indicate mo doon. Okay. Now, if you haven't joined the survey, I'd advise you to look into it. Nandito lang sa Pinoy Matters TV, and sagutin nyo. It's quite, short lang naman. Will take probably about 2 to 3 minutes of your time. Now, ang sumagot sa surveys namin, we tried to make it as anonymous and general as possible. No? 62% female and 37% male out of 81, 82 participants. Age range. 18 to 25, 14%, 14.6, okay? Uh, 15 na rin yun eh. 26 to 35, 32.9%. 36 to 50, 46.3. 51 and up, 4.9. May prefer not to say pa eh, 1.2%. Ayaw nyo malaman yung edad nyo. Okay. Here's the thing. Ang pinaka-glaring doon sa survey is, are you okay with transgender females and using female bathrooms, and inversely transgender males using male bathrooms? Nandiyan na yung crux ng issues. Now, ang transgender females are people born with male parts who identify as female. And transgender males, uh, people born with female parts who identify as male. Okay? Para hindi tayo nalilito. Overwhelmingly, 67.1% says no. 26.8% says yes. Actually, malaki-laki pa yun. 6.1% are undecided. Kahit na isama mo yung 6.1% sa 26.8%, malabo pa rin. Okay? Malabo pa rin. Majority pa rin yung no. They're not comfortable. Okay? They're not okay with it for reasons we'll get to in the suggestions and comments part of the survey. Okay? Ngayon, here's another question. True or false? There are only two genders. 80.5% says it's true. 19.5% is false. Okay. Now here's the thing about genders. The argument is binary lang when you're born, but when you identify yourself, hindi lang basta male and female. Okay? May nireclassify nila. May cisgender, may transgender, may gay, kaya nga LGBTQ. May queer, merong lesbian, merong gender binary, ganon. Okay? Gender neutral, gender neutral. Okay. So, marami pa, depending on how you identify yourself. Now, what's shocking is, malaki yung 19.5% who believe na hindi lang male and female ang gender. Lumalaki siya. I would have thought it would have been smaller. Okay? Pero, I guess that's the signs of the times. Pero, ganito naman, here's my take on it. My take on gender is, there are only two genders. That's me. Okay? That's me. It's because gender is not a choice. Okay? Gender is not a choice. You're born either male or female. Now, you are either a he or a she. Katulad sinasabi ko kanina, yung pronouns. Kung wala kang kasirian, you're an it. Ganun yun eh. In plain English, plain logic. Now, how you identify with is really up to you. And how you identify with is psychological. That is unlimited. Unlimited. You could identify as a horse. You can identify as a dog. You can identify as a cat. You can identify as a mermaid. You can identify as a unicorn. Ganun eh. Ganun eh. Okay? And you can look up the debates online about it. And pag tinanong mo, ilan ba talaga ang gender? If it's just a construct, it's a political thing. It's not. It's not. Ngayon, let me clarify something. I don't care how you identify yourself with. Okay? I don't care who you love. Okay? Who you think you are. That's really up to you. Okay? I have no problems. Kunyari, if in case may makita akong tao na mukhang female, regardless if he has male or female parts, kung mukhang female, Kasi meron namang female sa flat-chested eh. So, fine. Kung mapagkamalang kung babae, it's a she. Okay? Pero kung hindi mo talaga masabing babae, bakit mo tatawagin she? You'd be lying to yourself. I'd be lying to myself. Okay? Ganun lang ang tingin ko. It's not discrimination. It's just the way it is. How can facts be discrimination? How can facts be oppressive? Those are just the facts. Now, maraming philosophers online, usually Europeans and French philosophers, and some of them I read already about this gender theory issue. Okay, those are just theories. Okay, that pales in comparison to what has been accepted ever since. That pales in comparison to biology. That pales in comparison to genetics. That pales in comparison to chromosomes. Okay? So, yung theory nila is pretty much psychological. That's what it is. Okay? But what I'm really against is legislating legislating how I should use my pronouns. Otherwise, kakasuhan ako. What? Paano yan pag nagkamali ka ng gender dahil mukha naman talagang, di ba? Makakasuhan ka na? That's not right. That's really not right. Okay? Uh, for those who would like a deeper learning on this, I suggest you watch Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson, and they will discuss it with you, and even Steven Crowder, and they will discuss it with you sa YouTube. Available sila, no? Deeper. They have dug really deep into it. Na tipong ang ganda ng kanilang mga counter arguments toward this gender issue thing. Now, again, I'm against legislating how I how I should talk or how I should address someone. Okay? Kung tingin ko miss, miss. Kung tingin ko sir, sir. Kung tingin ko ma'am, ma'am. Kung tingin ko mister, mister. That's it. Okay? And you know what? You're gonna penalize me for that. What? Okay. So, I'm just surprised na dun sa true or false natin na there are only two genders. Malaki-laki lang yung 20% who don't believe there are only two genders. Ha? Malaki yun. Okay? Anyway. Now, um, suggestions on how to resolve that bathroom issue. Okay? Majority said uh, provide their own bathrooms or use the PWD or senior bathrooms or gender-neutral bathrooms. Okay. I have two proposals actually. If anyone cared to listen lang. One is assign a special cubicle for transgender females sa male bathrooms. Okay? Na tipong isang cubicle na meron silang sarili nilang bowl doon, may sarili silang mirror na it's covered well para if they want to dress up, may sarili silang mirror doon for if they want to retouch and nobody bothers them. Okay? The same with transgender males in female bathrooms. Para, you know, if equality lang, equality lang. So, that's proposal number one. Proposal number two is more plausible. Somebody discussed it already. Yung gender neutral bathrooms. And I agree because sa bahay natin mismo, ang ating mga bathrooms are gender neutral. Men and women use it. Okay? Sa ating mga bahay. Bihira naman may mga bahay na may urinal din doon eh. And of course, Starbucks already has a gender neutral bathrooms. Diba? Pagpasok mo ng CR, isa lang, male, female lang nakalagay sa door. Pagpasok mong ganon, may bowl na, may urinal for, male and female, whatever. Okay? So, that's more plausible. And if you're a fan of Ally McBeal, And shout out to a friend who's a very big fan of Ally McBeal. Meron silang gender-neutral bathrooms. If you notice, if you remember, di ba, papasok ka sa CR nila, tapos yung may mirrors na pare-pare, na may mirrors sila na magkakaharap, and then may sink sila doon, tapos yung, if you want to use either one or two, you go to a little cubicle, tapos lalabas ka lang doon. Ganun na. Okay, pero sama-sama sila lahat doon nag-wash ng hands, etc. So I think that's also plausible. But here's the thing, impractical kasing gumawa ng sariling bathrooms ang lahat ng ano ng supposedly genders. Kasi all right, uh, how about gay men who look straight like Anderson Cooper, um, Alan Kay, uh, Boyabunda? What about them? They identify as gay. So, ano yun? Paano yun? San sila? Di ba? So, may sarili rin silang bathrooms. Okay? Uh, what about those who identify as another creature? May sarili siyang bathroom. Di ba? So, it's really impractical and it's too very, very taxing for establishments creating, imagine, 4 or 5 bathrooms just for people. And remember, ganito kasi yan eh. Sa nakikita kong mga debates online, even the LGBTQIA plus community is deeply divided on this issue. Okay? There are those who support it and there are those who don't support it. Okay? So, uh, so paano, if they're not even united on it, so, you know, you're creating bathrooms for a minority of a minority. Okay? Minority na nga yung LGBTQIA plus, minority pa yung gusto mong iserve. Eh, sino magsi-CR doon? It's very impractical even for establishments. Okay? So, ano yun? Lahat na yung bibigyan mo. Diba? If we were to pursue that, so, either gender-neutral bathrooms lang or provide a specific cubicle for them na naka-designate doon. So, they could use it if they want. Personally, okay, I've shared a bathroom with a men's room with with transgender men, gay men, transgender women and gay men. Walang problema. Walang kaproblema. Okay? Kasi hindi naman din ako nagtatagal sa CR. I just do my business, nakita kong pumasok, tapusin, and then leave. I don't feel anything. I don't feel offended or anything if a gay man or a trans woman goes into a bathroom using our... Ngayon, needless to say, merong mga taong walang modo. Totoo yun. May mga taong walang modo. But that they are also a minority. Okay? They are also a minority. Yung mga bastos talaga. Meron ganon talaga. Let's not kid ourselves. Now, here's the thing. Pagka binigyan mo na nga ng sarili niyang bathroom para hindi ka mabother, hinaras mo pa rin, whether kinakatok mo or sinisigawan mo or whatever, ikaw talagang dapat kasuhan for harassment. Yung mga ganong klaseng lalaki. Okay? Gentlemen, please be gentlemen. Okay? Alright. That's my suggestion on the bathroom issue. Now, here are the comments. Okay, ganito kasi pare-pareho na lang lahat, sinamarize ko na lang. Most of them say it's not a big deal. Respect begets respect. Nakakailang. We've discussed that. And security issues. Okay, we'll talk about that. Kasi pinag-usapan din sa Senate yan eh. What if yung lalaki na nag-dress up ng babae who's just voyeuristic, okay, papasok ng CR ng babae just to fulfill his fetish? What do you do with that? What do you do with that? Ngayon, the counter-argument ni Risa Hontiveros is, Senator Risa Hontiveros is, Um, kahit naman hindi sila magdamit ng babae, ginagawa nila yan. Yeah, but when you when you when you pursue this route about you know about about um, bathroom issues, pwede na nilang gawin yun. Okay? And again, pag hinuli mo, ba, ba, aamin ba naman yun? Hinuli mo, aamin ba na hindi siya bakla o hindi siya gay? Di ba? Hindi aamin yun. How will you even prove that he's not? Yun ang damit niya that time. Where in fact, na hindi naman siya ganun, he's just fulfilling his fetish. Pag hinuli mo, hindi aamin yan. Oh, just to get out of a bind. Oh, ano, ang gagawin mo doon? Pero paano na? Paano na? Nagbobolahan na lang tayo. Di ba? It's it's more problems than it's worth. Okay? Now, ganito. Let's get into uh, the SOGI bill. SOGI bill. Okay? The anti-discrimination bill. All right. My take on the SOGI bill is ganito yan. It is useless to talk about it right now. Why? In detail ha. Why? Because it is just a bill. For, it's just a bill. A bill is a proposed legislation. Proposal lang siya. Which is under consideration, under debate sa legislature. Now, according to Soto, it's practically dead in the Senate. So, anong pinag-uusapan natin? What are we talking about? Wala. And that's just one part of the bill. Pag, you know, I suggest all of you, available naman siya online. I suggest all of you read it, yung version ng Philippines of SOGI bill, and you make your mind up about it. Ako, I read it, okay, but I'm not gonna discuss. Una, it's too long to discuss, and maproblema talaga yung SOGI bill. Okay? Marami problema talaga. Number two, Diaz claimed it was, no, I'm sorry, some legislators claimed that it was unanimously approved in the lower house. That is not true. Okay? That is not true. Maraming oppositors dyan. Nung pinasa nila, sabi nga nito, ni Senator Soto, baka absent yung mga yun or wala sila. They garnered a vote of 197 to 0 out of 300 something senators. Okay? So anyway, that's false. Okay? They did not, it wasn't really unanimous kasi binatitos pa ng binatitos yan. Okay. According to Diaz, the bill is urgent. Nilapitan pa nga si Duterte. Now, the fact that the LGBTQ community is deeply divided on the issue, those who are knowledgeable of the laws know that everyone is well protected. Okay? Everyone is well protected. Considering the Philippines, considering we are one of the most LGBTQ friendly countries, one of the most, hindi naman the most, in the world. Okay? My cats are mating, sorry. Okay. Now, if you go through the bill itself, like I did, pag na-implement yan, it will go against the 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 rights of other people, basic rights of other people. Kaya nang humusga, I don't want to get into the details of it kasi masyadong mahaba. Now, for number 4 is the bill is based on personal perception. Like I discussed earlier, personal perception, you can perceive yourself you know, as varied as you want. Ang daming perceptions about yourself. Ang dami niyan. Okay? Walang limit actually yan, yan. Ang self-perception. Ang limit yan. Bibigyan mo ng rights lahat yun. Ha, malabo yan. Malabo yan. Okay? Um, like I told my friend who's from Assumption, pagka pumasok yung Sogi Bill, Assumption, Saint Scholastica, Saint Paul will be forced to accept uh, trans women students because they will always complain na hindi sila they don't feel comfortable around boys. Ganun. Ganun eh. Okay? And you see how where this is going? All right. I'd like before we end this up, I'd like to tell you a little story, testimony ng isa sa mga friends ko na sinurvey ko about this issue. Ang sabi niya, ano kasi yan eh, kumbaga, she personally witnessed a trans woman in the bathroom na meron pa, all his equipment, tucked in the back. Okay? How did she know? Kasi nag-aayos ng kanyang ganon sa loob ng CR. Okay? And she saw it and she felt disgusted by it. I can't blame her. I really can't blame her. And I'm pretty sure some women have experienced that as well. So, it's awkward and off-putting and really, really not good. Okay? Especially isipin mo if a mother and a child goes into a bathroom and witnesses this. Okay? Wala namang ginagawa yung trans woman sa kanila. It's just that makikita nila na ganon. There's no reason para mag-complain. Really? No reason mag-complain? Again, okay? Merong mga, on all sides, merong mga taong hindi marunong ng decency and respect on all sides. It doesn't matter whether you're straight or LGBTQIA+, on all sides. Okay? Now, hindi naman talaga malaking problema yung bathroom issue eh. May mga magagandang madaling solutions dyan without burdening everyone. Okay? Now, I promise you we will get into the details of the SOGI bill in another episode if in case malapit na siya maging batas. Kasi kahit pag-usapan natin maghapon yan, kung patay naman yung batas, ay anong pinag-uusapan natin? My name is Patrick. This is Pat Talks, Lone Wolf edition of Anything Under 3 Stars in the Sun, brought to you by Pinoy Matters TV. Oli, I miss you. Like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will always respond to you. Thanks for hanging out. I forgot this little point. Isisingit ko lang somewhere within the video. Hindi ko na malaman ko sa ko isisingit. But here's the thing. Two trans women who are good friends of mine approached me one day and asked me about the Gretchen Diaz issue and what I thought about it. Kung sino may kasalanan, sinong naape, whatever. Here's what I said. They're all wrong. Lahat sila may kasalanan doon. Yes, lahat sila. Yun ang tingin ko. Why? Number one, the claims were all wrong. Sabi ni sabi ni Diaz, kinalagad daw siya papuntang security office. you've all seen the video. Ang itsura ba nung kinaladkad? Isang maliit na babae hawak sa kamay ng isang lalaki, pwede naman siyang pumalag at anytime. Hindi siya pumapalag. He was holding his phone. Binastos daw siya. There were, you know, gutter, gutter talk. Eh, kasi mainit na yung ulo ng dalawa eh. So, you know, what do you expect kung mainit na ang ulo ng dalawa? So, ganon, no? They're both wrong on that. Gretchen and Ganal. Now, uh, also mali din yung security office na kung bakit pa pinusasan, nananakit ba, dumating yung mga polis, nagkabaliktaran daw ng kwento, pinusasan uli. Now, lumabas tuloy yung video na nakaposa siya, ay yung pictures na nakaposa siya, which is, I don't think na dapat kailangan pang iposes yung tao. Is not dangerous. Nagmukha lang kawawa yung tao. So, to all parties in that incident, I believe everyone is wrong. Okay? Ngayon, hahanapin ko lang kung saan ko isisingit dito sa actual video itong sinabi ko.
It was easy to catch me with your big brown eyes and the way you smile.